Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So today we are going to be going over basically almost everything we know about SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Now keep in mind that some of these points I brought up in my 25 facts about SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, but there are a lot of new things here. This is just kind of a video for people who are new to the channel or just really want to know more about the game, and this is just going to be an onslaught of basically everything you should need to know, whether you are a new Battle for Bikini Bottom player or someone who grew up with the game like I did. And there will be some omissions, I'm not going to say every single little detail. This is just kind of the big picture, all the main stuff you should know. If there's any other things you think that people should know, make sure to leave them down in the comments down below if I don't mention something. So, without any further ado guys, let's get into today's video. Firstly, when does the game come out? Well, the game has been officially revealed to be coming out on June 23rd of this year, which is just over a month away, like a month and a half away. I cannot wait. Next up, the game comes out on the Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, the whole family of systems, the PS4 family of systems, and PC. So I don't know if there's going to be the optimization for the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro. I don't know, but I do know that it's at least going to be on those systems. Next up, the base game, which is just the game, the standard edition, will only cost $30 US, and it might vary in other regions, but in the US it is $30. As I mentioned, that since there is a standard edition, there obviously is a limited edition, or actually two limited editions. The first limited edition is the Shiny Edition, which will cost you $150 US, and it comes with the game, socks, 6 lithographs, a 9-inch SpongeBob SquarePants statue, and some stickers. The second limited edition is called the Fun Edition, and that is $300, and it comes with the game, socks, 6 lithographs, a 9-inch SpongeBob statue, a 9-inch Patrick statue, a 9-inch Sandy statue, some stickers, and like 5 or 6 Tiki keychains. Personally, I cannot dish out $300 for the Fun Edition, but I will be shelling out $150 for the Shiny Edition. I love Battle for Bikini Bottom, so I at least need one of the special editions. Next up, if you pre-order the game on Steam, you will get a digital version of the game's soundtrack, which I'll mention in a little bit. So the music in this game has been completely remastered, but it is still not exactly the true stereo sound that Truth or Square had back in like 2010. If you want to learn more about the more specifics about the music and why it's not exactly true stereo, definitely go and check out Sheriff the Great's video on the matter. It's decently well informed and there's a lot of good information there on the matter, so definitely check out that video. There will be a link in the description. One of the new things that Rehydrated offers is a now new multiplayer mode that obviously was not present back in the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. So this multiplayer mode comes in the form of a horde mode, which is basically a 2-player battle where you are either playing local or online, and you are facing off against hordes of robots trying to defeat a big boss. Next up, the game will bring back cut content. That's one of the main selling points of the game for returning fans like myself, is that they are going to bring back cut content that was not originally featured in the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. This includes Robot Squidward, Patrick's original dream concept, and Muscle Bob buff pants. However, the cut content will mostly be exclusive to the new multiplayer horde mode. Now, Riders DX did an interview video with Martin from THQ Nordic and talked a bit more about this kind of topic, specifically Muscle Bob buff pants. So if you want more information on that, definitely make sure to go check out the interview video that Riders DX did. Again, link will be in the description down below. So because of the fact that all of the cut content will be put into the multiplayer mode, that means there will not be any changes to the main structure of the single player experience. Same amount of golden spatulas, same amount of socks, it is just how we remember it from when we were kids. This also is extended to the voice lines and the sound effects, meaning that Clancy Brown will not come back to do the voice lines for Mr. Krabs. It's going to be Joe White. And for the multiplayer mode, Joe White might come back to provide some extra lines that are exclusive to the Horde mode. This one I'm not exactly sure on, but I'm pretty certain that he's going to come and do some voice lines for that. There'll be loads of Easter eggs for old and new SpongeBob fans alike that will connect to the show just for a good little smile. Like the surprise SpongeBob meme face, handsome Squidward, SpongeGar, and buff SpongeBob. There have been quite a few tweaks made for accessibility for younger players or just people who are playing for the first time, like changing the symbols on the wall jump to more indicate that you're supposed to go up the wall, to showing where Patrick's ice cream is going to land when he's spinning in the Industrial Park level, and changing the signs on the buttons to represent the move you're supposed to use on those buttons to make it more easier for people to use. All the characters obviously have the same moves, but Sandy has a little bit of a tweak. She now stops in the mid-air as she does her air lasso attack rather than going back onto the ground, where she'd be more vulnerable to the attacks. This obviously makes her quite powerful, so she'll be a really interesting character to use. I mean, she's always been interesting, but this makes her even more interesting to use and probably OP. Next up, the cruise bubble that SpongeBob uses is now from a third-person perspective instead of a first-person one. This also links to the fact that the cruise bubble is actually slower than it was before, so the timer on the bottom right hand corner is like a second or two longer than it was in the original game, so that will kind of change the pace of these cruise bubble. Kind of going back to the multiplayer mode for a bit here, the multiplayer mode supports up to 2 players fighting waves of robots on different islands, having different themes from a Goo Lagoon-like beach to Patrick's Dream, the original concept that, is from the cut content, and like a almost metal mechanical kind of island theme. I don't know how to describe this one. And there are 7 playable characters and apparently no planned DLC, so these are the 7 characters we're gonna get. SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, Gary, and Robot Plankton. Robot Plankton is a really interesting addition there, and I really like it. I think the biggest, most important fact of this whole video is that this game is still in development. They are still working on this game, as you can see by Shift's video that he posted about a week or 2 ago, showing the newest build of Sandy's Dream and that it is still being worked on. Purple Lamp Studios are doing their absolute best to make this game as great as possible, so that's where you guys come in. If there is something that bothers you about the game, whether it be something small or something big, you can contact Purple Lamp Studios by using the contact form on their webpage, which again, link will be in the description down below, and you can tell them what you think could be improved with the game, and hopefully your suggestion will be taken into consideration. Doesn't mean that it's going to be changed, so if they don't take your suggestion all the way, don't go yelling at them, but if you do feel like there's something you want changed, definitely do not feel afraid to contact them. Just be constructive in your wording. Don't be hasty. Don't, just be smart when you're contacting them. And that is it, guys. Those are my facts for SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Like I said, if I missed anything that you think is major or big, leave them in the comments down below for people to read and look through and all that kind of stuff. Overall, you guys, I cannot wait for this game to come out. It's going to be so cool. I actually got an email from Purple Lamp the other day, and they gave me the email for a representative from THQ Nordic, so I might be able to get a review copy early, so maybe I'll have to work that in when it comes to playing the game. I really hope I can. Make sure to drop a like so that if Purple Lamp Studios are watching this, or THQ Nordic, so that they see how much support you guys have for me getting a review copy. So, other than that, that's all I gotta say, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.